Good evening, everybody. We have got Gazza is here.
G'day, guys.
Mama is here.
Hello.
And we've got the Hurricanes playing the Reds.
Lamarty's last game.
Probably his last game, yes. How is everybody doing? Where we'll watch him from? Who are we picking and by how much? Tony says up the Reds. Anthony says hi, 2 cents and family. See if the Canes can bounce back after last week's disappointing loss. Yep, Paddy Wagon says up the Canes. Craig says g'day, 2 cents and crew. How's it going? Go Canes. Paddy also says, how are we doing? I think we're doing pretty well, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yep. Canes by 10.
Andrew's back in the Reds. We've just had kickoff on my one. I'm 5 seconds in at the moment. Up the Canes says Starleo. Loving the crowd, Tony. Yeah, we'll see how many people are actually at the game, eh? Chad says go Canes. Mum's got the Canes by 20. Nice Food says go Canes. Aaron says up the Canes. Karens have already used up their one major choke of the tournament, so it's surely a Canes win, says Starleo. Could well be. Daramundi, man, how's it going? Jacob, go the Canes. Well, it's pretty firmly in favour of the Canes based on what you guys are saying. Lewis, man, how's it going? He says, hello, 2 cents and family and the chat. Why don't we put the scoreboard up? We've got Hurricanes 0 and 0 Reds. For all you lovers of scrums, we're not even a minute in and we're going to have our first scrum of the game. And let's change the colour scheme to yellow. Look at that. American Tigers Rugby. Good morning, good evening, man. How we doing? Connor was wondering how I came up with my name. 2 cents Rugby. Because I talk about rugby and it's pretty much all just my 2 cents. Was the thinking about it. I didn't want to go with any kind of name which implied I was anything other than a guy who likes watching rugby. Tony reckons Reds 29, Canes 26. What do you reckon, Gather?
Canes by 10.
Canes by 10. What do you reckon, Mum?
I hope it's not as close as that. Hope the Canes can do better.
Now, Gazza, maybe you can explain this one for me. Aaron Smith got arrested by the Highlanders last week because they're not supposed to overplay the All Blacks, right? But Geordie Barrett seems to have played pretty much every game.
Yes, that's dead right.
How does that work? Is it because Aaron Smith's too old?
Well,
Probably.
Jason Holland said if they're well ahead in games, he'll take them off with 15 minutes to go, which he's done a couple of times.
Maybe it's the minutes thing, I don't know. Elleran says, hi, a special hi to Gazza and Mum, 2 cents.
Cheers, guys.
Hello.
What's the beer this week? I'm still on the Spates, man. Gazza brought over some tui, which we had earlier. I've actually been drinking some of the Chinese liquor, unbelievably.
Oh, great.
So I haven't been drinking beer at home. I've been drinking the Chinese liquor, unbelievably. Victoria says, watch up, which usually means something exciting is about to happen. We're at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I did forget to say, if you guys are in the chat and your stream happens to be ahead of everyone else's, please don't leave any specific kind of information as to what we're about to see, aka spoilers. I've got Hurricanes line out. 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and Laumape on his final game.
Steve Foster, you made a mistake, that. Steve Foster.
Wow. Look at that.
Trying his final game.
Yeah, he's determined.
Steve Ian Foster made a mistake.
Wow.
This guy is solely a second five. He's the most destructive second five in New Zealand. We are going to miss him. I don't know why they just didn't give him the money. Look at this. Bang, bang. Come on.
Obviously they don't like him for whatever reason.
I don't know why they don't like him. He's a mini Manu.
I don't know.
I just can't understand it. That's his 48th try. 48 tries for second five.
Yeah.
That's right up there, man.
Victoria, who's coming to us from managed isolation, she's just come back from overseas, says, should have given the man his money.
Yeah.
Talking about Laumape.
You are correct.
And Craig says, ha ha ha, Gazza.
Aye.
Star Leo says, too bad Laumape is going to go eat baguettes now.
He's going to go to France and earn the big money.
Yeah. If you guys aren't aware, he's come out pretty openly, old Laumape, as I update the score to 7-0, to say that New Zealand Rugby didn't even offer him the same as what he's on now. They offered him a pay cut.
A pay cut.
So that's why he said nope.
Nope.
Oh, here he goes again. Golly.
See, look at him, man. He's playing the game of his life.
Max reckons a dumb call to let him go. Yeah, he's just been kind of out of favour for a wee while now,
Whatever
eh?
reason, yeah.
Yeah, and he played one test last year.
Sammy says, can't blame Laumape for going to France. Well, yeah, exactly. How many of you would stay at the same job for less money if you knew you could go earn more money somewhere else? If your current company was like, take a pay cut to stay with us.
It's like having not a promotion but a demotion to what you're doing now, and you know you're far better.
Yeah.
That's just so wrong.
Yeah. They're darn good baguettes, says Victoria. There you go. Jacob plays second 5 as well. Well, there you go, Jacob. There might be an opening for you in Wellington.
You know, you can see the guy he really wants to stay in New Zealand, but because the selectors don't want him, he thought, well, he's getting
Well, you don't
big
blame
money
him.
over there.
Don't blame him.
No.
But he's showing them tonight, isn't he, what he's made of?
Flishin says, good morning, 2 cents and family. From the sunny UK, no doubt. Simon says, to play devil's advocate, I don't think you can pay that amount of money if you're not going to select them. Well, I guess that's what it comes down to. Surely at some point they've spoken to Ian Steve Foster and said, are you going to play him? And he probably said, maybe not first choice, not second choice. So then they got to let him go.
Maybe third or fourth choice.
Maybe. He's been linked with France for a few years, says Adam. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
At least 12 months, I think.
Yeah, 12 months, 18 months. He did give them a chance to give them a pay rise, but they said no.
That's right. New Zealand want to keep the good players. I mean, I guess, Chris, they've just got to decide how many they can keep. They can't afford to pay them all huge money. Oh, Tupou's going to go over from there.
There's a try.
Surely.
Oh, that must be a try.
It certainly looked like a try.
If they've stopped Tupou from there, that's a miracle.
It certainly looked like a
I think that's a try. I think
But
they have
yeah.
to review that. I think that's a try, man.
Hi, Mark. I can see you spending quality time with the family. Yeah, that's right.
Maybe he dropped it.
Might have dropped
Well,
it over the line.
They got to check it.
Yeah, natural talent. The folks came over. My son's school had some performance on today, so we've been hanging out since about, like 2 o'clock? Did I hear Benetton got into the final of the Rainbow Cup because of COVID cases with Ospreys? Yes, I did see that, which is going to make for an interesting game. Likely Benetton against the Bulls. Where's the ball at? He's short.
Like a try.
He's short.
There.
He does get over the line, but how long is he short for? Double movement, yeah.
It's a harsh call, I think.
So do I.
Double movement.
I think it's a double move. They should be allowed.
They're allowed to place it, but I guess it depends how long was it before
Yes,
he...
that's correct.
Or was like at 2 places kind of thing, I don't know.
Some of them you see are a bit
I still
iffy, aren't
think
they?
I still think it's harsh.
Some of them you see are a bit iffy and they still give the try.
Good morning from a cold South Africa, says KP. KP, for some reason, the, what do they call it? Where they turn the power off for a while to save the network?
Power cuts.
Load shedding.
Oh, okay.
The load shedding thing keeps coming up in my news from South Africa. They're up in the load shedding. What's going on, man? You haven't heard of it? Because the power network can't give power to everybody.
Yeah.
So they used to do it to me a little bit when I was in China as well. They would cut power to certain neighborhoods on a schedule.
Yeah.
So you would know, like, oh, tomorrow,
Yeah.
6 to 8, I'm not going to have power.
Yeah.
So they've been doing that at increasing levels over in South Africa at the moment. I think the population growth or the economic growth and stuff has
okay.
just meant that the old network hasn't been upgraded.
Is that like shared power?
Well,
Yeah, it's just from the grid.
yeah.
The grid's not got enough power to supply everybody.
At once.
So they need to turn some people off at certain times. It sounds pretty crap, to be
Yeah, it
honest.
does.
Wish Bordeaux had gone after him when they linked with Ben Lamb. Yeah, I think Laumape probably wanted to have one last crack at the ABs, eh? Tough to see them go, but they want to support their families. Chris, exactly right.
Well, who's that down over there?
I think it's a lock.
Laumape wants to earn some bucks for his family before his career's over. I mean,
He's 28.
Rugby career's not the longest, man. You got to make that money.
That's right.
They've got to try and make potentially. I mean, how many years do you work from like 20 to 60 something? They've got to make all that money.
Yep.
Within a pretty short window. So yeah.
No, turnover.
Adrian, man, how is it going on your side? It has been a wee while. For this game, it's 8 minutes 45 seconds in. Hurricanes are 7-0 up. The Reds have got the ball, though they did go close through Tupou.
Oh, look out.
Am I going to stream the next game? Probably not. Probably just the one, but I'll hopefully do the Blues one tomorrow because that could be a cracker. Very disappointed Pro 14's decision to award the 4 points to Benetton, therefore putting us at the final, but it is what it is. I guess they won their other 3 games, eh? Would have been sad to see them not qualify because of a cancelled game, but it's equally disappointing to see them get through that way, eh? There's no real right answer.
Good tackle by
Feel for Laumape. He didn't get to go because of Sonny Bill. That's true.
Yeah, that was a waste. Sonny Bill was a waste of time.
So Blues win with a bonus point will be a home final for them, Nov Mum. That's how it works, yes. They are a point ahead of the Crusaders and a point ahead of the Highlanders. So if they can get a bonus point win over the Force, they cannot be caught.
I think they'll win, but I don't know if they'll win with a bonus point.
Load
Gee, they're not
shedding.
tackling. Tackle!
Golly.
Load
They're not
shedding.
tackling.
I'm close to a hospital, so my power stays on, but there are load shedding a lot in the last few weeks. Basically, the state-owned electricity company being crap and corrupt. We used to get it in Tanzania.
Oh, knocked it on.
You had to have a generator. Yeah, like I said, we used to have it a little bit where I was in China, especially when I was in a smaller town, not a big city. When I was in Marching, I used to get load shedding from time to time. But I didn't have the schedule. I guess it was probably in Chinese, and my Chinese was pretty rubbish. I would just be having a shower and something, and I'll be like, oh, there goes the lights. Can't see a thing.
Gee, he busted about 4 tackles, that guy.
He
number
did.
12. The Hurricanes better tackle. These guys
Yeah.
to score.
Tackles right all around. Even without the bonus point, the Blues differential will probably see them hosting naked ref. True. But you can potentially, I think the difference is 30 odd points. You could see the Crusaders putting 50 or 60 on the Rebels. I don't think that's a huge stretch of the imagination.
If they play to their potential.
Alex is in the UK. Good morning, man. Oh, who's your picks for the finalists for the Trans-Tasman? Is it going to be Blues Crusaders, Blues Highlanders, Highlanders Crusaders?
No, my heart wants the
Blues, definitely.
Blues, Highlanders, but my head says probably the Crusaders and the Blues.
Probably Crusaders and Blues. There you go. Kia ora, April Tui. Whānau and fans. How are you going, April Tui?
Please come off. Lomax. Something that looks like Ben Mace coming on.
Hopefully getting the load shedding out of the way before the Lions get here. True. Here's a dad joke for Gazza. See if he likes it. Alright, you let me know. What's the crowd like? I haven't actually been paying much attention to the crowd. It always looks rubbish in that stadium because the seats are yellow. Let's have a look. I can see a whole bunch of empty seats there. But they do keep certain sections of that ground empty as well.
Yeah, they do.
Caleb reckons the Force are going to pull an upset against the Blues.
No.
Right, Kekinen's joke for the both of you is, what did the ocean say to the beach?
What did the ocean say to the beach?
Yeah.
I've got you covered.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Nothing, it just waved.
Well done.
Well done.
Oh, goodness gracious. Did you see Malachi Fekitoa is going to represent Tonga? I did see a headline, but I haven't read the article.
He's still overseas, isn't he?
Yeah. He's with Wasps, I think. Wellington needs a nice rectangular stadium. Victoria, having been to that stadium twice. Is it twice or once that I've been to that
twice, I
stadium? Twice, eh? Yeah, twice. I can confirm it. It kind of sucks sitting that far from the action.
Oh dear.
Yeah, look at that. They're going to get an intercept soon. They're playing well, actually.
Force will keep the Blues busy. Yeah. The Force could cause us problems, man. The Force aren't a team to just kind of roll over and concede a million points, but...
McDonald said they're a dangerous team.
They've only had one really bad game so far, the Force.
That was against the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes, yeah. The other 3 games have all been good. Watch up, says Victoria. All right, what are we looking for?
Oh, the Reds have got it.
Reds have got the ball just prior to halfway. Anything could happen here.
God, they're winning a lot of ball.
They are.
Yeah, they've had a heap of possession, to be fair. Just gotten over the halfway line.
Not a bad team, this Reds team. They are the Australian champions.
Box kick from McDermott. Geordie's got it. He's going to return that with a bit of interest with that cannon boot of his. Bryce Hegarty's going to run it back.
You like him?
He's alright, yeah. Obviously he's not as good as James O'Connor. If Victoria's idea of watching a bit of force back is the watch
no.
up, I don't know what's going on. Oh, goodness me. Here goes Ruben Love.
Who's this?
Ruben Love. On the right wing. Lamape. Not another one. Surely not. No. No. He's just got 2 tries.
He's doing it.
Or has he lost it?
Oh, hang on. We have to watch this.
I'm watching on
Let's have a look.
Skyphone's Victoria, yeah. JP has just said, JP has just joined in and said, Gazamania!
Cheers, brother.
They're checking.
Did he get it down?
Is he out? Or does he get it? It looks like he... Oh, he's
no,
lost it.
No, he's lost it.
Brutal.
He's lost it.
Close.
He lost it. I didn't think he got it down.
No,
He reckons he has, but he hasn't.
no, hit his knee.
It's all right, love happy. You got plenty of time to get another one.
Anthony wants to know which Aussie team might cause the upset of the weekend.
Oh, the Brumbies, I think. But it wouldn't be an upset because they're hard to beat on that ground.
That's right.
This guy's got some pace, hasn't he? Yeah, that was a good tackle, actually. Boy, New Zealand rugby is going to miss this guy.
The Hurricanes certainly are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, New Zealand rugby will too.
If I say watch up, then do it in a minute. Yeah, apparently you're at least a good minute ahead.
I mean, they'd be this team won the Australian competition, so they know mugs.
That's right. They just started a bit slowly, eh?
Yeah.
They started really off the pace. Thank God it's no try, says JP. Yeah, JP's a Reds fan. Dane Coles has sewn up over last couple of weeks. He's been mouthing off. He's nothing but a thug. Dane Coles was voted by New Zealand rugby players to be the biggest grub in New Zealand rugby. And apparently not everyone uses the term grub, but it's a pretty much like thug, basically, yeah. Dirty, off-the-ball stuff, mouthy.
He used to be such a good, clean player before he had that injury where he was off for a long time.
Right.
After that,
Came back angry.
He came back angry and not a nice player at all.
Got a fancy Sky package in the hotel. Well, Victoria, that's good. We've heard mixed stories about the managed isolation hotels. Do I dare ask how many days you've got left? Big run by Haircut, yeah. We can't really call him haircut anymore because he's actually got a decent haircut. But that fella there, Tate McDermott, used to have a horrendous haircut.
Oh, did he?
To the point where we started calling him haircut because it was that bad.
Is there a...
You would say haircut and you'd know exactly which guy we were talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Hurricanes need a grub. They're too soft. And Craig reckons you are just right, Mum, about Coles.
Yes.
Gee, they've had a lot of ball.
April reckons he's always had a lot of attitude.
Yeah, I think attitude, but he never used to be a dirty player like he's turned out to be.
And yesterday
grub,
said 12 to go.
I don't think he's dirty.
Not so much dirty, but
I mean, I think
grub,
he's.
yeah.
I think sometimes he's a bit reckless. That's what I would say.
Good food and Wi-Fi. Definitely sounds like a bonus, Victoria. I've heard mixed reports about some of the... Who was the basketball player's missus who was in one of the managed isolation hotels and she reckoned it was like mouldy and...
Oh, I don't know.
One of the breakers' wives, I think.
It depends on which one you end up in.
That's right. Vietnam's crazy right now due to Russia COVID cases and thousands of foreigners leaving due to enforced visa rules and changes. Goodness me.
Okay.
Fiji's been having 90 cases a day.
Yeah, Fiji. We've got to worry about their games against us in a month.
Yeah, I said that the other day, eh?
Yeah, they're going to be coming in.
You got my message about that? Yep.
You know, when Jay and his family were in isolation, their managed isolation,
Yeah.
I mean, he thinks it's all a big con anyway, but he had nothing but good things
To say about it? Okay, that's good.
And he was his wife and two little kids. So,
Right.
They were very well treated, well looked after.
Yes, theft. Gazza is here. So is my mum. So got all three of us here today. We've had dinner. The kids are getting ready to go to bed. My lovely wife is seeing to that. Isn't she a champion?
Look out. I think these guys are going to score in a minute. They've been so close.
They have.
Sad to see how COVID's going in Fiji, Victoria. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think their lack of medical facilities over there is against the poor Fijians.
I'm not sure how well they're able to do a lockdown, Like, each country's got it a bit different. It's just dependent,
Well, they've locked down parts of Fiji.
Right.
They've locked down parts, not the whole of Fiji.
Okay.
I think they had the soldiers from overseas come back. That's what started it. Oh, these guys have to score.
They should, gosh.
Gee, that McDermott's stepping in there.
How many Fijian players will be in this squad? Probably not many. That's probably the point. A lot of them might be coming back from Europe anyway. Fijian players will be coming over soon, going into quarantine. I guess, yeah, if the government's happy for them to come into quarantine.
Gee, they're winning a lot of ball.
Theft's got the Reds by 5. To be honest, they've had a ton of ball. I don't know what the possession stats are, but it must be pretty horrendous right now for the Canes. Oh, Tom Abercrombie is the one whose wife was in managed isolation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tom Abercrombie.
She put a bunch of social media posts out, and then they moved her to somewhere. But
Oh, did they really?
I think, yeah.
When they came back from Australia.
Most of the Fijian players are in Europe. Well, I guess that's kind of good news. Watch out for the stats. I look forward to the stats, Victoria. I want to see how this game's been going. It feels like the Hurricanes have been the wrong end of the field for a wee bit.
Ouch.
Well, gee, to say that again. Ouch, all right.
Staff have been nothing but absolutely wonderful, Victoria. That's really good to hear.
I think the
crowd's actually not that bad, is it?
Wow, look at that.
Position
It's not bad.
61-39 and 69-31 territory, 61-39. That's kind of how it feels, right? It feels like the Reds have been pretty much camped down their end. Thanks for the tip, Victoria. Lamani, yeah, he's with the Rebels. I can't remember if he's in their squad or not.
who's that?
Frank Lamani, the
Oh,
Reds, Rebels winger come scrum half. Sammy says he's their first choice halfback. There you go. Crowd is just cheering at something. Don't know what that would have been. Whoa, here goes Harry Wilson. Goodness gracious, he gets so many clean breaks, that guy.
He's a wallaby.
Surely, he's having a blinder of a season.
Oh, look out.
Dalgunu.
Yeah, I like him. Daguna, he's good.
Who's going to win the Euros, Scott? No idea. I saw something about can Portugal defend their title. I had no idea they won the last one.
Oh, look
Scott
out.
Young. Oh, they're about 2 metres out the Reds.
They deserve a try.
They do, but can they convert it?
I hate to say this, but they do deserve a try.
Tupou. Is he over? He's short. Ball back. Scott Young. No, still short. Lost 4.
Oh, gee, they've been so unlucky.
Yeah.
They've played some... Oh, look at these guys. They're down on their haunches already, the Hurricanes, because they've done that much tackling. Gee, they're winning so much ball.
Yeah, man.
I think the Hurricanes lack a bit of grunt in the tight five.
Oops, there goes my phone.
They play some good
How was that a knock-on, Zaramundi? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, no, I think he'd already called it by that point. What if we don't play Fiji? Worst case scenario, North versus South. Was that JK that said that?
Yeah.
They should do North-South?
That's what he said, but I don't think it'll happen.
Hurricanes defence is hanging on.
By their fingertips.
That's right. Dalguna has represented Fiji in soccer as well. I think I've heard that somewhere, eh? He's like just a phenomenal athlete. Pick for player of the tournament, probably Mo'unga so far. He's been a one-man points machine.
Harvey be a close second.
I feel like North versus South every 4 years is the year after the World Cup would be neat. That's true, because the cycle kind of goes World Cup year, then nothing, then Lions Tour, then nothing, then World Cup year, right? Those years with the nothing are the ones that you could add a little bit of spice with a North-South game, or I don't know, like a Crusaders against Leinster or something. That
It was
kind
pretty
of game.
good last year, that North-South game, eh?
Yeah. We just bloody lost it at the death, though, didn't we?
But it was a great game.
France apparently might be pulling out of the Australian tour.
Yeah,
what?
I heard that today.
I didn't hear that. What's the deal?
Quarantine.
They don't want to
I
quarantine.
don't like it.
Oh, really? Man. I guess it's a bit of a mission, and some of those guys would have been quarantining up to their eyeballs in recent times. They probably want to break from it,
Yeah, but they've got COVID over there.
I suppose. Yeah. They usually should be able to make out some kind of arrangement where you
Yeah,
put
that's
them.
what I thought.
You put them in like a university
right.
or something
Yeah,
where
where
they
they
can have a
train,
training field and a gym, and
That's
they
what
can
they
still.
did with the cricketers.
Yeah,
wasn't
that's what they did with the cricketers over
it?
here.
So I don't see why they wouldn't do that.
France don't want to pull out of the tour, but they want to be put in managed isolation with training grounds. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
They can't afford to have too many injuries in the North-South game. That's true. Who got injured in the North-South game last year? Didn't one guy get a serious
Yeah, one
injury?
of them.
Was it one of the midfielders?
Oh, was it Eno?
Eno, I think, yeah.
Eno. Busted his ACL.
3 tests in 10 days, and not long before that, no training outside for 14 days. Yeah, true. They should just give them, like I said, a uni or a army barracks or something like that. Surely there's something they can find. Which has got a bit of space. Are the French players not vaccinated? I'm not sure, April 2. I saw the Lions guys all got vaccinated, and Rassi Erasmus confirmed the Springboks guys are all getting vaccinated, so
I think the French guys would have been. I mean, even though they're not that dumb.
Victoria got vaccinated in France, so it's slowly speeding up there. That's good. You guys are booked in, eh?
We are booked in, yes.
End of July.
End of July.
End of July. And you can go travelling.
Feeling so.
Got to sell a house first. Oh, look out! Oh no!
Okay,
Here's
come on.
trouble.
They've got the Hurricane scrum stuffed.
Yeah, they've got all the momentum right now, the Reds. How they haven't scored is kind of beyond me.
They deserve a try.
They definitely deserve a try.
I
but
hate to say
guess
this. I wouldn't normally say it about Australian side, but they do deserve a try.
credit to the Canes guys for hanging on. Thus far, Savia might have turned it over, or was it Karefi? It's Karefi.
No, no.
They deserve a try. They play some really good rugby.
Novmum's going to get her vaccination as soon as called up. Yeah, I think I will as well. No reason not to. My mum vaccinated here in South Africa, but still slow with most of the country. It's been slow here as well, but
Whereabouts is that?
in South Africa.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we could have had it tomorrow, but I didn't fancy driving into town.
Because
Yeah,
there's too
true.
much
Just with all
roadworks.
the roadworks and stuff that's going on in there, it's crazy.
Sure.
So we're going to go on the 23rd of July.
But they're waiting for more vaccines to arrive here.
What's happened to the Hurricane scrum, Mark?
Don't know. It's getting smashed.
It's getting destroyed.
Kakinen is working for Johnson & Johnson in Ireland but hasn't received any vaccines. Well, there's no perk to that job then, apparently. Victoria suggests France as one of the list of places to go. Maybe 2022?
Yes. I would love to go to France and to the UK, but not at the moment.
Yeah. Gojira Beaver. Made a stream. Good man. Good to see you. You've changed your picture. 24 minutes, 15 seconds. The Reds are still camped down. The Canes 22. Oh, what's a big hit. Was that Lomape?
Oh, they tuned it. Gosh.
McDermott got smashed.
Who's the fastest runner?
Apparently Adi Savia. How did he beat all his teammates there? Oh, here we go.
He plays like a man possessed half.
He does. Felician said both are his. There you go. Julian Savia.
Go!
Gives it
go.
to Lomape. Back to Julian.
Oh.
Oh, the bus has just come to a stop. They lost it, surely.
Not gone.
Mark's booked for his vaccination on Sunday in Perth. There you go. At least someone noticed the slight change.
That's about
For detail, I guess. Put that on my CV. Forgot to congratulate the New York Islanders making the Stanley Cup semi-finals. They're going to face the champion Tampa Bay Lightning, where they will in all likelihood get knocked out. But they were supposed to get knocked out by the Bruins, and they were supposed to get knocked out by the Penguins. So they're doing all right to be as far as they've gotten. Has the game just started, Dan? Nah, it's been going for 25 minutes.
Went forward.
The Hurricanes scored really early, and then it's been them defending for pretty much the rest of the game. Score does not reflect the game, and immediately after, Theft says Reds should be winning, pretty much. But as I said, I guess credit to the KD, it's holding on.
They're destroying the Hurricane scrum.
The Jets got absolutely embarrassed. Yeah, what the heck happened there? That just was bananas. Shifley with that stupid hit on the goalie? Like, what was he thinking? Isn't that a bit out of character? Simon's got 2 weeks to get a second vaccine. It's all the vaccination talk today. Sometimes we go gardening.
Yeah.
Sometimes we talk about
Well, it's good to hear
dad
everybody's-
jokes, but yeah.
Good to hear everybody's getting their vaccines. Good job.
Can be a little bit of a hot button one, that one. A bit of a touchy one.
Yes.
Do Italy have any games this summer? They were supposed to come here, but then after that got called off. I didn't see them arrange anything else.
They they called it off because of COVID.
I haven't actually seen what Shifley's reaction to the suspension was, but I quite liked Shifley until that. Anyway, still haven't seen me the compost photos. April 2. Yeah, I'm still waiting on some mulch, but I have put a couple of lots of compost into the bokashi compost into the ground. So next time I dig one up, I'll send like a before and after, so you can see how it's going. Oh no, what are we having to look at? Simon's happy the Golden Knights are up against Montreal. Everyone's writing the Canadians off, but Carey Price seems to be in the form of a lifetime as well.
What are you doing, Dolman? What are you doing, James?
Some foul play, apparently.
Foul play.
Supposedly.
Well, let's have a look.
Good guy, but didn't know it all till left. Yeah, everything Victoria I've ever seen with Mark Shifley before, he seemed totally humble and pretty cool and down to earth, like you say. So if he hasn't owned it, that's weird because he went into that one like a freight train. Oh, it's Lomax.
Lomax. Oh, that's not too bad.
He's dipping, but I think Lomax is going to get a card. It just depends on the colour.
I think it'll be yellow.
I don't know.
If they get a red card, they'll lose this game.
Yeah, Adam, I do follow the hockey a wee
I don't
bit.
think you give him a red card for that. That's just ridiculous.
Believe it or not,
He's
I don't
slipping
watch much. I watch every now and again. I watch the playoffs, but I'm usually watching too much rugby. Naked reckons it's a red.
I reckon it's a yellow.
Craig says hello yellow. Alaran says good gracious Lomax.
That'll be a second one. I don't think it's really dangerous. I think it's reckless.
Kakinen wants to know what kind of car does an egg drive?
An eggshell, a shell car.
A shell car.
Colour.
What kind of car does an egg drive?
Yellow.
What kind of car?
Kind of car.
A Fiat.
A Fiat. What's the connection between eggs and Fiats?
Don't know.
JP guessed it. Apparently it's a Yolkswagen. Yolkswagen.
Very good. Very
Yoke,
good.
not yolk. Yoke. But it looks better. It looks better when it's written.
Yellow.
Sinbin, yeah, I thought he'd get a yellow.
Uh,
Looked at it, a yellow wasn't a red.
did.
If he had gone like this, it would have been a red, but he was going like that.
I think it's because the Reds guy was dipping
Dipping, yeah. That's what they said, mitigating.
really low to the ground. Yeah.
They got to bring a prop on.
Dan, it was Lomax, the Hurricanes prop. He was kind of an assist tackler there and ended up putting his shoulder into the Reds prop's head. So he's been yellow carded. It was not a good look, but yeah, the Reds guy was pretty low. Italy didn't want to travel down to New Zealand to manage isolation. Yeah, probably makes some sense. Victoria says watch up soon. So in about a minute, it'll be time for something exciting to
The
happen.
Reds will probably score.
Given their scrum has been hugely powerful, and
think they've got a man down. You would think they would.
They didn't do this to the Blues though. Well, the Hurricanes have had trouble with their scrum all year.
Hugo Carter Solomon and Tyrell Lomax, the Hurricanes tight head.
Played for the All Blacks last year.
He's not been in good form this year.
I don't think he'll make it this year.
Big scrum, big scrum.
Look out.
McDermott,
McDermott, yeah.
snipes on
He
the.
deserves it. He probably deserves it.
Finally, the Reds break
He's good halfback,
through.
that guy.
He is, isn't he?
Not a bad halfback, no. He'll be in the Wallaby squad, won't he?
For sure. Probably between him, Nick White, and Jake Gordon. But Gordon's been in
no,
good
Jake
form as
Gordon's
well.
injured.
Oh, he got injured. I think they said it's not too bad. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
It hadn't happened. They
He's a
were
good halfback, that guy.
been down there so long.
They've been down there for an age with the man extra, surely, and because they had to take him out of the
They deserve that.
yeah.
They've been playing well.
Yep.
7 points apiece, and that's 7-0 during the yellow card for the Reds. Lomax below average this season, Caleb. Yeah, man, I genuinely think so. I've seen him maybe play one good game this season.
He's been pretty average.
Pretty average is right.
I don't think he'll make the All Blacks.
Sabello says good morning from Pretoria. Good morning, man. I heard the Gauteng's been pretty cold recently. Maroons got roasted, says Big V8 Show. I did not watch the Origin, but Gazza is the one who actually informed me of the scoreline.
I watched the highlights.
Yeah.
New South Wales 50, Maroons 6.
That is a bit of a hiding.
It's a big hiding.
Reds have looked impressive tonight. Would have expected it on the SR Super Rugby AU form. Yeah, the Reds have been disappointing.
Go.
But they have slowly come right this season, haven't they? Trans-Tasman I'm talking about. Someone else mentioned their schedule not being that great, but yeah. Same with the Brumbies one.
Pushed Lamarby out after he kicked the ball.
Watching Origin was kind of entertaining to watch Queensland lose. Well, which was the team that won it for years and years and years with the Origin? Was it
I think it was Queensland.
Queensland, eh? Yeah, the New South Wales just couldn't win it. Queensland,
They could
yeah.
have got penalised for
Yeah, it was.
They could have got, because they knocked him without the ball.
He
You
did
can't
a bit of a
do
Hollywood
that.
too, though.
Hey?
He did a bit of a Hollywood
Yeah,
too.
but that's
Sprawling.
that's not the
I know,
point. The thing is, he was taken out of play,
I know.
and the linesman was there.
I know. They should have been penalised for it.
They should have been penalised.
Stuff sports coverage is basically treating this one as a dead rubber. I mean, potentially it is, but stranger things have happened, eh? Queensland won it for 9 years straight at one point, and it was glorious. Couldn't do the 10 years, eh? Couldn't get double figures.
Told
Disappointing.
him to use it, you fool.
Right, here we go. Canes attacking in the 22 of the Reds. They've got a man down, so every second they use of that yellow card period is still a win, even if they don't get any points here.
Ben May's about 38. He's had to come out of retirement to help their front row stocks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They must have somebody in the development squad who could play off the bench,
I
surely?
think so, surely.
Did you guys see what happened with John Arfoa the other day?
No.
No, I heard about it.
I'll tell you about it at half time.
There was a big fight, I heard.
Yeah. I'll tell you about it. You guys can tell me what you think.
Did they win?
Yeah, they did.
Is that Bristol?
Yeah, Bristol and Leicester.
Pat Lamb's team.
Yeah.
Go.
Pat Lamb had a bit of a stoush with Leicester's coach.
Did it come to blows?
Nah, they just... Well, Steve Borthwick was calling Pat Lamb names. Was the main thing.
Did the players have a go?
Oh.
After the game they did, yeah. Oh, they've lost at the Canes.
Yep.
Brutal.
Yep.
This is 100% better than listening to Justin Marshall and JK. There we go.
Oh, he's terrible. Justin Marshall's terrible.
I thought you were going to say JK.
No. See, that was a bit harsh. I mean, he was playing advantage and they kicked it. Surely that was the advantage over?
Keenly aware of what happened with Afar. Unfortunately. Goodyear says, don't talk about Leicester. That seems
That was
the death of me.
That's wrong.
Dolman, 5.5 out of 10.
The Reds could have beaten the Maroons at league at one point. Goodness me.
Not a bad crowd there. Hey, it's a pretty good crowd for the final game. Look, 10 minutes of the game was just a sea of yellow, and now it's...
Do the Canes look a touch jaded? Maybe. They don't look that fired up for it, but they just look tired because they've done a lot of tackling. Chris Mills said one too many Aussie teams. Credit to the Force for recruiting well, though. True. You know, when they expanded the Aussie teams to 5, I was in favour in favour of it, assuming that the teams would, the more guys that can get professional contracts means there's more guys for the Wallabies to choose from, and that it would be a benefit. But short term, it's seen the teams lack a bit of depth, and they've been getting hidings. Like, they've not been great in Super Rugby for the last how many years, since the Waratahs won it, really.
Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion about the Waratahs losing those 800 caps, eh?
Aussie does have a problem with... I guess they lose guys that are similar to us that go overseas, like 1 or 2 cap Wallabies, but we tend to have a bit more depth to back it up. I mean, it'll be a test for us as well, because New Zealand Rugby's battling with that 24/7, right? Every time they lose a guy, they need to find somebody else. They needed to give the Force 10 years when they joined the competition before letting the Rebels join. Yeah, Simon, they probably did rush it a little bit, that's true. They seemed so keen to get more rugby teams in so that they could get more games as part of the competition, because that meant more money from the broadcast deal. That's what everyone was focused on.
Second knock on.
But then the quality of the games dropped overall, and then the popularity of the competition dropped, blah, 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 blah.
Goosen, he's elusive, man.
Bristol ending was entertaining for a neutral. Jack Maddox is leaving the Waratahs. What? Where's he going?
I think he's going overseas.
I saw him linked, was it France? Was it Stade Francais?
I heard he was going. I didn't know where he's going, but I heard he was going somewhere.
Ian, man, how's it going? How is it going? You've made it before half time this time, man. Oh, Poe, okay. That's where Ben Smith went a few years ago. What do you think of the Challenge Cup final? Honestly, mate, I didn't see it. I heard about the result. It seemed to be a better game overall than the Champions Cup final, from what I heard, though. Bristol versus Exeter final, by far the 2 best teams in England. I look forward to watching that, man. That should be a good watch. Should be a really good watch. Well, apart from the try scored, they're actually doing not too bad during this yellow card, the Canes. They've had the ball for the last wee bit. 3 a.m. Ian. Man, you are a trooper for being here at 3 a.m. That being said,
no arms checking. Yeah.
the Lions Tour tests are pretty much all at 4 a.m. over here, so I'm going to feel your pain. Geordie Barrett's going to have a shot from about 32 metres. Watch up, says Craig. Surely it's just the penalty. Sailing over the posts.
Unless it hits the post and they get a try. What do you reckon?
Nah, surely not.
Okay.
He's nailed that.
Good.
He was crying after the game last week when he missed those 3 shots. He was probably harder on himself than anyone else.
Well, there's 3 points during the yellow card. Can't complain about that. Laurent says, if only Geordie had done that last week.
We all know all goal kickers do have a bad day sometime.
Yeah, it's bound to happen eventually.
Through my 50 years of following rugby, I've never seen a kicker have a perfect day. And we've had some good ones.
What's a robot's favourite snack? Robot's favourite snack. Robot's favourite snack. I don't know. Dan Carter. Did Dan Carter ever have one where he fluffed his lines? Clutch kick that he missed? Uh-oh.
Look out.
There's trouble.
They're going to lose their hooker too. If he was injured.
got to be something like computer chips. I was thinking cookies, but that's not really. That's computer more than robot. It is computer chips. Is it really?
See, they've had a few penalties on their line.
Computer chips. Oh, you guessed it.
Well done.
Oh,
Computer chips, yeah.
goodness me. Was that Ben May that got that? Goodness me.
Yeah. He's about 37,
I'm
38.
surprised he's that
Guys
flexible at
back
that
on
age.
again now.
Hey? Yeah.
They're back to full
Is
strength
this on
climax.
Sky? Sky New Zealand rather than Sky UK. Yellow card is over, by the way. Adrian, how's it going, man? Is
Actually,
Luatua...
I think the Reds have played quite well in this game.
They have. Yeah, Luatua is still with Bristol. He is. Why are computers voracious eaters? Something about cookies. DC missed a crucial kick to take the lead in the final minutes against the Box once Lucky Ma'a set up Izzy for a miracle match winner after the siren. Goodness me, that's quite a memory.
Yeah, now he's doing the Chemist Warehouse ads.
God, he's all over the place with Chemist Warehouse. You can't get away from Dan Carter at Chemist Warehouse over here.
Or Honor. His
Yeah.
wife too.
That's right. He advertises a few things, does old Dan. He's doing alright. He's keeping the cash flow.
Oh, he's having
Continuous.
another baby, aren't they? So they have to.
That's true.
Go.
Oh, no.
no.
I don't think he's going to give that.
No.
Nah. Knock on. Pass went forward. Why are computers such voracious eaters? Because they always take megabytes. Da-dum-tsh. There you go. No, he's just knocked it on. Just there, boom. Yeah, big time. Where do maths teachers go on vacation? Where do maths teachers go on vacation?
When?
Where?
Honolulu.
You're just picking a random place, had nothing to do with
Nothing
maths?
to do with maths, yeah.
What's the maths thing? Algebra? Algeria? No.
Algeria.
Algebra, calculus, addition, subtraction. What is it? Times square. Bloody hell. So
Dear,
bad.
dear. Where's he getting these from?
Oh god.
Out of a joke book.
Oh
clean.
god.
Oh
God. It's terrible. Good game despite the low score, says Naked Ref. You're actually right. It's not one that's been a real grind to watch. It's been the Canes defence holding on, and the Red scrum pushing them round. There's been a few good storylines to this one. Ian says, boo! I'm assuming that's for that Times Square joke.
Brad Thorne's done a good coaching job with his Reds team.
Any quiz to save up from these jokes? Yeah, I'll have it for you once the halftime whistle sounds.
I've got a rugby story for them.
I'm at 40 minutes on the clock. Morning, nice and sleazy from sunny Wales. How are you, man? Hope you are doing well. We are watching the Hurricanes and the Reds. It's a close one, this one. Only a 17-point game with 40 minutes on the clock. April Tui wishes the Canes at scrum was doing better. Yeah.
I got Owen Franks next year.
Doing Franks
On a
next
1 year
year.
contract.
Whoa. Goodness me.
They're playing really well, ain't they? They've been, Hurricanes' good defence has stopped them in their tracks.
Think Benetton have a chance of winning a Rainbow Cup final against the Bulls or Sharks? In sports, man, you never know. But if you had to ask me to pick the Bulls or Benetton, I'm probably going to pick the Bulls, man. Where am I watching? We are sitting here in West Auckland, man. Harrison? Reds don't want to kick it out. They're going to keep playing. They want one last little opportunity before half time.
Gee, their forwards aren't bad. They play a New Zealand style game.
Canes can bring in Franks, but they have to get rid of Artie at 8. I think it's All Blacks instructions, eh? Sam Cane at 7 means Artie at 8. I think that's what it is.
Sam
don't-
Cane won't be playing against
Not this time.
anybody anytime soon.
But I don't like it any more than you do, April Tui. Dalgunu, Chip and Chase, Geordie's gathered it. Surely they just kick it out.
You would hope so.
Surely. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
What was I going to say? The question is, what is the name of Dunedin's harness racing venue? There you go. Quiz.
Forbury Park.
Oh, bingo.
No, that's
You got it.
Christchurch.
You got it.
Oh, Forbury Park. Is it?
There you go.
Jeez, look at that guy.
I wouldn't have had a clue.
How many times have you been to Dunedin?
Once.
Once. That was with me.
That's right.
We didn't go to no bloody Forbury Park.
No, we did
I never heard of it. How the hell did you know that?
I thought it was Christchurch. No, I'm just a guess.
This guy.
Lewis told me he follows all the races.
Jeez. Caleb says, get rid of Jason Holland. Gazza is greater than Google. Gazza's all those years at the TAB. I don't think you've been to the TAB in your life, unless there's something you're telling me from before I was born.
I don't bet on the
There you go.
TAB.
Doesn't bet.
Ask them if they want to hear a rugby
Yeah,
story.
you gotta tell your story. I'm gonna grab a beer.
Rightio.
Camera's here.
When just look at the camera.
Yeah.
When I was watching Ponsonby, the Auckland champions, play the second division Mount Roskill team years ago, Ponsonby won this by a big score. But there was a guy named Olo Brown playing for Ponsonby. He was an All Black, really good prop, and he came off the field. I started talking to him, and then two other guys came up. One was Craig Down, who was also an All Black prop, and one was Robin Brooke, the All Black lock. And I had to talk to these three guys, and they were absolutely true gentlemen. They, talked to all the kids, sign autographs, really genuine, sincere guys. And I've never met three nicer guys in my life, and they were all in that Auckland era when Auckland was really, really strong at provincial rugby. They, I think they featured a lot of, they towards the end of their careers or during the mid to end of their careers, they figured in that great Blues team that won, 2 or 3 championships in the beginning of the 2000s. And Olo Brown, of all the props I've seen in my life, he would be almost one of the best props I've ever seen. He was really, really fantastic. If you can get him on YouTube, I don't know whether you can, have a look at that guy. He's good. Excellent prop.
Olo Brown.
And a genuine nice guy.
Craig Dowd. That's back in the day.
Yeah, he played 60 tests. They must be in Australia now, don't they?
Caleb says Brown is one of New Zealand's greatest props.
Olo Brown. Yep.
That's right. The Chronicles of Gazza, says Anthony. Darren Mundy says, I really love Gazza's rugby stories. There you go.
There you go.
These aren't stories, these are sermons, says JP.
Rugby sermons, yeah, thank you very much.
He used to call himself the Rugby Bible, so there you go.
Now, one of my mates, Lewis, used to say I had blank pages.
Kokinen says, does Gazza remember a former All Black by the name of John Gallagher?
Oh, yeah, he went to league, yep.
He played in the 80s. Was he 87 or was that? But he was 87? A bit after. He was in the 90s though, right? When Matthew Ridge was in the team.
Matthew Ridge, yeah. Didn't he go to England? Did he go to England?
Yeah.
He's a fantastic fullback. He was a ginger here.
Yeah. I need to make a slot for Gazza's story time. Yeah, I think we should. We should make a slot for that. Ian's asking, is it cold? It's not too bad, actually.
No, it's not too bad. No, not at all.
You think next time we do a live stream, we'll still have Cindy and Brooke trying to get autographs?
You could, yeah, for sure. For sure. Gallagher was... 87. Okay. Gallo was born in England. Yeah, he went back to England, I think, after his All Blacks thing.
Yeah.
He became like a educator or something. Went to be a principal of a school or something. Yeah.
He's a good fullback.
What do you think of Buck Shelford being knighted?
I think it's fantastic.
What do you think, Dawn?
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with people being knighted for playing.
But didn't he do all community stuff like Cancer Society?
He does a lot of.
and-
He does a lot of. No, he does a lot of community rugby with the North Shore Rugby Club.
Oh, well, maybe he just is.
He used to coach North Harbour,
Okay.
and he's done a lot for Maori rugby.
Mark says, definitely need a Gazza story section. Great yarns, indeed. Well, we can do that, but today we had to go to the performance, so we can always do a video on it if we don't want to do it on the live streams. Cool. Heard he was a great player. This is of Gallagher. His son Matthew is a former Saracen and now turned Munsterman. Is that right? I didn't know that.
I didn't know. I think I heard something about that, but I wasn't quite sure.
90 degrees for practice yesterday here. 90 degrees in Fahrenheit is what in Celsius? 90.
Don't look at me.
90. 90. I'm going to guess 90 is getting warm. Literally no idea.
Google it.
Ex-Prime Ministers shouldn't be knighted either,
No, they
says
should not.
Craig. Sir John Key.
No, it's ridiculous. I think people shouldn't be knighted for doing their job.
Surely he got knighted for the scrotum story alone, says Starleo.
Oh, maybe.
Well, I'll give you his record. He played 22 tests for the All Blacks, unbeaten as captain,
What did you
and then
wanna
was
know?
controversially dropped. And they
Celsius
had to
or
bring back.
Fahrenheit?
They had the bring back
They've
Buck
said it's about
story.
32.
I think so.
They had the bring back Buck story for about 5 years afterwards. You'd remember that because they used to take him to the games with his brother.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. 30,
Yeah.
32 is pretty warm for playing rugby. Ian, mate. Definitely. Did you see Jesse Creel's great-grandfather played for the British and Irish Lions and toured New Zealand in the 30s? I saw that. That's a great story. Jesse Creel, who's a Springbok, his grandfather, he's going to play, he's been selected
Absolutely
for the Springboks.
real.
He's in the Springbok squad to play the Lions.
Yes, that's right. The 46-man squad.
His grandfather, was it his grandfather or his great-grandfather, played for the Lions back in the 30s.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Crazy,
know that.
Crazy connection.
I thought the rugby Bible knew everything. He doesn't.
Born in London, now playing for Munster. There you go. Nice. How old is he? Bring back Buck. Say that 10 times in a row after a couple of beers. Yeah, probably not a good idea. It could get a bit
I'll
messy.
tell you what, it's in New Zealand rugby history, that, isn't it?
That's right.
Even in your lifetime, son.
Sir Donkey, there you go.
Yes.
He's 24. Okay, nice. Heaps of time to get even better. Good morning, Mark, says Albert, Mom and Pops. Nice to see the whole fam. Yeah, we're enjoying the game. I think it's, like I said, pretty low scoring thus far.
Plenty of movement.
But yeah, the Reds have had certainly a lot more ball, but they have less score. Regards from South Africa. I have heard it's been pretty cool over in South Africa recently, and yeah, I don't know why. I think because I follow Brendan Nell on Twitter. Brendan Nell is like a South African rugby journalist. Something about load shedding, and now I must have clicked on it because the algorithms that run all that rubbish, every second bloody story I read on my Twitter is something about load shedding in South Africa.
I've never heard of it.
Apparently it's been really cold in New South Wales as well.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Had
Sydney,
the
yeah.
coldest day in...
Coldest day in 37 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Question. In what events did Ali, is it Ali? I think it's Ali, A-L-I, Ali Shanks win gold at the 2010 Commonwealth Games?
Never heard of him.
Cycling?
I think that's a cycling event, yes. It's a specific cycling
What
event.
cycling event?
Don't know.
Never heard of him.
I don't know whether it's road racing or track racing, but I know that
I think it's the velodrome.
something to do with cycling.
The
Yeah,
velodrome
yeah,
ones.
I didn't know that.
By the look of it. Track cycling says theft. Yeah. There you go, JP's got it. The 3,000 metres individual pursuit.
Very good.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I vaguely I vaguely remembered it. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew it was something to do with cycling.
Yeah. Gallagher and Schuster both ended up playing league. So did Matthew
Yes.
Ridge, Mark Ellis, JK. They all bloody ended up going to
Yep.
league. Inga. Those guys all went to league back in the day because that's where the money was. Power's off for about 2 to 4 hours a day at the moment. There's Albert. Goodness me. Did you hear about the fire pit accident that caused burns to 4 players? I did.
Yes,
What the
I
hell
heard
was
that.
going on there?
Was that Munster or one of the
Yeah,
Irish teams?
yeah. And 3 of the South African guys ended up getting burned, plus 1 of the Irish guys.
Oh, what happened?
What were they doing?
They were just they must have been drinking around the fire pit, and someone put like another bit of petrol on or something, and it ended up blowing up a can or
That's
something.
silly, isn't
They
it?
needed medical treatment.
They sure did. What was Gazza doing when the Lions toured in '71? Did you watch any games?
Ah, yes, I did.
Is that the one you just brought me?
Yes.
Let me.
Oh, we've got a photo here.
Gazza literally just brought this round to my place today because he's been clearing out his place, and he brought over. Is it this one?
Yeah.
That's funny you should mention that because he just brought this over. That's the '71
Lions tour.
Lions tour squad. Look at that. Crazy, eh? Don't know if I know many of these guys, but there's a few sideburns there, that's for sure. Oh, not too many. But still some sideburns. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Does Gazza remember the Cavaliers?
Oh, yes.
The 85 Cavaliers, I sure do. They went over to South Africa. They lost the series over there. Might pay just to put these up so the kids don't put those up there so the kids don't get them.
Right. What's the ad on my end? I'm getting an ad for a Jeep. Jeep, 0% finance. Pay 1/3 now, pay 1/3 in 2022 and 1/3 in 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Finance offer is 0.0 something. Yeah, it's gone.
Jeeper waits for you.
Yes. Is that my parents? Yes, Pro Trooper. This is my mum and my dad. Indeed. You can hear the TV. We'll have to try and talk more so we can talk over it. We'll try not to let it go too quiet. Ali says, damn, indeed. That's a pretty old piece of paper, but there you go. Gotta love the sideburns. Absolutely, Starleo. It's a sign of things. How's it been, Rando? You need your Canes to get a big lead. Goodness me, they're only ahead by 3, man. So
Actually, I think they're a bit lucky to be ahead because the Reds have played really well.
that's right. Victoria has not been missing the Kiwi ads over in France. Are any of the ads particularly annoying at the moment? I don't think.
Yeah, the Chemist Warehouse ones. Are
Yeah,
annoying.
true. Chemist Warehouse gets pretty
Dan
repetitive.
Carr,
Dan.
he's on every 5 minutes.
As much as you love Dan, Dan is on a lot.
The ANZ one, the cricketer, is a bit annoying.
Which one's the
It
cricketer?
was on just a wee while ago.
Oh, was it?
The dad
About the
comes
cricket.
out with a he keeps telling the young boy he should be playing for India, and then he comes out at the end with a New
Oh,
Zealand.
I
With
haven't
the
seen
black
it.
caps.
It was on just a
I must have just blanked it.
Yeah, I would too if I could.
It's
quite
a good
annoying.
it's a good ad, but they play it every 5
Yeah,
minutes.
it's annoying.
Right. When I was watching sport in the US, I was blindsided by the number of drug ads. I guess that maybe is a thing. American sports seem to do the advertising thing a bit more focused than we do. Like it's They do TV timeouts in some of those sports and stuff. So like the
do they?
guys take a break for the sole purpose of putting some ads on.
Okay.
Yeah. If the Blues make the final, will Bodie be available? I don't think so. No.
No, Tom Coventry said no.
No.
Brody Retallick's not available for the Chiefs, no. TJ Perenara's not available. No.
Does Mum and Dad remember the Head Home with Huttons ad? Head Home with Huttons.
Vaguely rings a bell.
No,
Rings a
no,
bell?
no,
Rings
not
a
me.
bell.
Do you remember it?
Rings a bell.
It does not ring a bell for me. Tupo looks like he's been crying. Maybe he's just had some smelling salts. So sick of Dan telling me that lipstick is available in 12 different shades. There you go. Goodness me. Elleran has just dropped us 30 Aussie bucks and 99 Aussie cents and says, for a decent red wine, winter is here. Well, next time we'll have to get you guys a glass of red wine. Cheers, Elleran, man. Hope the weather's a bit nicer back. Since you've left, the weather's been a lot better, actually, Elleran. To be fair, that week you were here,
It's the way it works, isn't
the
it?
weather was distinctly average, but here you go. It's been pretty nice since then. But thank you very much, man. I will indeed invest in some kind of red. Red for winter instead of the Chinese liquor, which I've been drinking, which is also winter suitable. Cheers, man. Hutton's Small Goods Company. Never heard of it.
Yeah, sausages and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
American ads are more entertaining than their sports, says Albert. Ooh. That's true. I think more Kiwis would be interested in watching the Super Bowl ads than the Super Bowl, but I could be wrong. There's a bit of a following for American football over here.
Yeah, there is. It's a small one, though.
Since Elleran's got back to Perth, the weather's been awful. Well, it is your fault there, man. You took the weather with you. The US and New Zealand are the only two countries in the world where direct-to-consumer advertising of prescription drugs is legal. Is that right? Wow.
That was knocked back.
When I lived in China, they do a lot of ads for hospitals because a lot of the hospitals are private. So they do a lot of ads for like cosmetic surgery and all kinds of other stuff that you can get done.
Food.
Definitely
Tell you what
food.
Another annoying one is that Nova.
Nova.
Oh, that's annoying.
Nova.
The energy.
Oh, yeah.
The woman answers the door. Broad.
Broadband.
Swords, broad. Everything broad.
Yeah, broadband,
Broad, everything
yeah.
except broadband. Very annoying.
Yeah.
Broadway.
Yeah.
McDermott is definitely going to get a place in the Wallaby squad. Definitely.
Apparently I'm too young for the Hutton's Trading Company ad.
You would be.
Someone living in Canada can 100% say rugby is taking off more in North America than American football is in rugby countries. Is that right? I know a lot of the All Blacks guys play Madden and they follow the American football, but I'm not sure. Like, if you had to pick an American sport over here, which is the most popular, it is the NBA by a mile. Absolutely by a mile.
Oh, they love basketball.
Basketball would be number one.
Easily.
Maybe the NFL number two, and then ice hockey and baseball
Go,
don't
Geordie.
get any traction at all.
Go.
Karifi's going to make it.
No,
He's not. Oh, he's
no.
brought down.
back him up.
Oh, why did he let it go? But they've got a penalty. Run it, says Joseph. Yeah, why didn't they run it?
Absolutely.
Pass it. Asia has had a massive uptake in rugby, says Steph. Japan certainly has
What are
done
we
a
looking
lot
at?
better.
Oh, somebody could be going to the bin.
One of the Reds guys is going to be in trouble. Basketball is becoming the most popular sport in New Zealand. Yeah. Basketball is like the fastest growing one by a mile. Dalguna gets up off the deck to make that tackle. Baseball's big in Asia. I know Korea and Japan like their baseball.
What was wrong with the tackle?
Wasn't that one?
He makes that tackle, releases, but then does he get back onside before making this next tackle? Maybe not. Yeah. Dargoon has gone to the bin.
Bit harsh.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. That's harsh.
Oh, I think it's harsh.
It just should be penalised. That's harsh.
He's not given them any warnings or anything,
Nah,
is he?
that's harsh. He should have given them a warning and then given them a yellow
I think
card.
that's harsh.
That's harsh, guys. Sorry. Don't agree with the yellow card. Should have been a caution or a warning. I mean, we are talking about James Dolman here, so, you know, he's...
It's harsh, says April to it. Yeah.
5.5 out of 10 for the ref.
That seems to be... Yeah, that escalated quickly, let's put it that way. Spent ages watching... What? Spent ages watching live baseball, getting into it over in the States with the wife's family. Goodness me. I've watched a bit of baseball, but... Yeah.
We have got a New Zealand team, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we're better at softball than baseball.
Yeah, we are really good at softball.
Right, what can the Hurricanes do here? Surely. Love, there we go.
Oh, good job.
And Love gets the try with the extra man.
Threw the ball into the crowd.
Support the Baltimore Orioles. I do know how to say that, but
Orioles.
is it Orioles? Is that one of the ones that I said?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. The Tuataras, that's right. They're playing at North Shore, right?
They're not playing at the moment because of COVID.
Right. Going to a live game was a bit like watching one-day cricket. Wasn't The Simpsons or Family Guy that made a joke about, like, if you go to baseball, you need to be drinking, otherwise it's boring? Mm-hmm. I think cricket can be the same. Like, a lot of people go to the cricket and have a few beers because you got the whole day, right? So...
Didn't he get injured a while back, Ruben Love?
He did.
He got concussion, didn't he?
Yeah,
I saw him one game in Australia where I think he was carried off on a stretcher.
Yeah, but he made a really quick comeback. It wasn't as bad as they first thought. Yeah.
2 weeks he was out, eh?
I think so, yeah. Yellow card just completely changes the momentum.
Yeah, it does.
Darnell, man, how are you doing?
That was a harsh yellow card.
I think it was.
Dane Cole's getting ready to come on.
17-7. A yellow card is 7 points to 0.
They scored when we were...
I'm driving to the cricket next week. My missus is driving back. There you go. Tells you all you need to know. Yeah, Gazza used to take me and my brother to the cricket as well.
And the rugby.
Fair, and the rugby. At least one day cricket they're playing for most of the time rather than taking ad breaks. I suppose that's true compared to some of the American sports. Can't wait for tomorrow. Got tickets for Bristol versus London Irish.
Stole it.
They did.
Nice one, Ben. I heard those tickets were pretty pricey though.
She's hard to bring down, isn't he? Hunter Masani. See, the Wallabies are picking the 38-man squad on Sunday.
Yeah. I'll be interested if it's broadcast here because it'd be nice. Mulch or mulch? Which one is right? I say mulch with a hard ch.
Mulch.
Yeah, mulch for your garden. It's a ch rather than a sh, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
M-U-L-C-H.
Yeah.
Oh, look
Yeah,
out.
look out, McDermott. Look out.
They keep
Oh.
saying Artie's hurt. I haven't seen him. Where is Artie?
He's just come back from a knee strain.
He's moving very slow. That's a bit concerning. But we're not lacking for Lucy's. Oh, he's looking a little bit ginger. There he goes on the left of the screen.
Yes.
He's not looking 100%. He's a bit laboured.
Gee.
NFL is like a 1 hour of commercials. Yeah. Lewis says, watch up. Maybe something's going to happen here. I remember tuning in to watch an NFL game once when it was like 4 minutes to go. And I thought, I'll watch the end of it. And it took like an hour. I just thought, I'll just tune in to see what happens because it was like a close game. I thought, just, channel surfing.
Maybe the lady used to come around and watch the final with
The
us.
Super Bowl, yeah. 16 phases. Can the Reds do anything here with a man down? They got advantage. Stay low is the call. You got
Looking
advantage,
dangerous.
Red. Try
Yep.
time!
They're over.
Wow.
That was well
Amazing.
done. They could
The
win this.
man down.
They could win this game.
Man down, that's right.
Oh, the hooker, Brandon.
Paying
Amos. He's going to France, isn't he?
Yes.
I don't know what club he's going to.
Montpellier, I think.
Sorry?
Montpellier.
Oh, Montpellier. That's right.
That makes up for the yellow, yeah, I guess. Yes. Well done to score a try during the yellow card, for sure. If he's holding his knee, they need to sub him. There's no point playing him, mate. This is a dead rubber game. Just get him off. Get him fit.
Arnie won't want to come off.
Not bad with one in the bin. Exactly right, Mark. Exactly right. 16 plus phases. Really good effort.
They deserve that, actually. They played really well.
Game on. Yellow card, 7 points apiece.
I think Arnie's off.
Yep.
It is now 17-14.
He's shaking his head.
Oh, he's no point pushing it, right?
No.
Well, it doesn't help the team either.
No, that's right. But yeah, he's got.
The last time he was injured, he played for about another 50 minutes against the Crusaders.
It's a bit silly, really.
He's been replaced.
Not doing his knee any good, and it's not
He
helping
hurt
the
it
team
there.
either.
He's aggravated it.
Hurricanes will feel a bit crap if they can't get a positive points difference with a man in the bin. I think generally you need to be scoring 7 points more than your opponent in the yellow card to be
Oh, really? 7, is it?
properly successful. Yeah, I'm sure I've read that somewhere that that's the kind of minimum or the standard, the average. You get 10 minutes. So
Okay.
next game, I don't think I'll stream it because I gotta get all my ducks in a row because my son's got rugby tomorrow morning, so I need to be up very early, and the game finishes rather late over here, so I will probably not do a stream for it. It's his first game. He's got his boots,
Playing suburbs.
got his kit, got his socks today. $20 socks.
Oh my
Bloody
God.
hell. $25 shorts.
Oh my goodness.
How much for the boots?
The boots were. Judy got a discount, so like 35.
No, that's
I don't think 35 is too bad for the
Not for
boots. When you're
boots.
paying $20 for shorts,
Yeah.
oh no, 25 for shorts and $20
20
for
for
socks.
not bad. Good grief.
Charlotte, how are you? How's it going? My son is 5. And remember, tell him to run it. I'll tell him to run it. What position is he playing? They just play like a swarm of bees, man.
A swarm of bees. I like
They
that.
just charge. They just chase after the ball.
They chase after everything.
Yeah, they just chase.
They have a ref, don't they?
They got 2.
The coaches.
Yeah, the coaches basically.
Oh, stolen.
Gee, this Reds team aren't bad.
You have to pay for the kit. They give us the jersey, which you got to return at the end of the season. So it's $75 to register them, and then you got to buy club socks, which are $20, club shorts, which are $25, and then the boots, which
And
are
the mouth
mandatory,
guard.
and the mouth guard. You
Back
got
him
to have a
up,
mouth
back him
guard.
up. Oh, yeah, there's lots of-
Turnover and a tackle. Get him some support, man, Reds. So yeah, it's a costly enterprise, but oh well, it's great for them, right? Kids need that kind of thing. Ripper, yes, there's Ripper Rugby. They don't do any kind of tackle for kids his
Oh,
age.
look out. Look out.
reckon.
Gee, this game has been entertaining, I'll give it that.
Yes, also.
This game has had, I mean, it has, it's a low scoring game, but there's been heaps of movement.
Yeah, it's been a good game.
Hope my son enjoys it. Yeah, exactly. Hope he does well.
Did he like his training the other night?
Yeah, he liked it. There's a kid in his team named Bowden. I'm tempted to like record that clip of Justin Marshall, you know, in the World Cup where Bodie was going to get that last one. He's like, go Bodie, go Bodie. I'm just tempted to like play that when Bowden gets the ball.
Bowden Barrett, Bowden Walker. Remember Bowden Walker?
Yeah, true. There's Bodine. Still cheaper than ice hockey. Yeah, a lot cheaper than ice hockey. That's true. One of the guys on Twitter said for his son to get a mouth guard, they had to buy it from the club and it was like 77 pounds.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
That's a bit over the top.
Yeah. No wonder rugby is dropping in popularity, I suppose. You got to pay, man. Like I said, registration fee, the kit fees, all that stuff.
How much was the mouth guard?
It's $10, but Judy got discount to like make it 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Saw a
Charlotte's
photo last night.
son hated it at 5 years old, freezing cold winter, and he was skinny. He had to keep
It
warm.
sounds like Garrett, but the cold doesn't seem to bother him.
Nah, he doesn't mind the cold. He'd quite happily walk around in his jersey and shorts and stuff.
He's a skinny little thing.
He's not small for his age, is he,
I
really?
don't think he's small for his age. I just think he's
Well, he's not exactly a beefy unit, though,
not,
is he?
No, he's not.
He's
huge.
not a prop.
No, he's not tall for his age.
A flanker?
Oh, I didn't know he's a flanker. He's probably a bloody winger.
A winger.
A winger. He was only 4 and he knocked me over when we were mucking around with the soccer at
That's
the bowling
true.
club. He bowled me over.
That's true. We once played.
Yeah, we were once playing.
We once played with a ball, and like my son accidentally
And the 70-year-old went down on his backside. I was going to use another word, but I'll be polite.
My son accidentally ankle tapped him, and he went boom. Yeah, my
We
son.
both went down.
My son flattened him. I was more worried about him, but he got up fine. He's still hard as nails, isn't he? How cold does it get here? Oh, not too bad. I think it was
Hang
Like
on, that place, 5 degrees.
Oh,
15 once the sun comes up, maybe, but probably
Yeah.
10 something in the morning, maybe.
yeah. I mean, the coldest it's been this year so far is 6 degrees.
There you go.
$0.02, Mrs. feels the cold.
Yeah, I do. But it hasn't been that cold yet.
True. Let's hope the Blues get a bonus point win tomorrow. Let's
Oh,
hope.
So do I.
Let's hope.
Fingers crossed about that one.
I think it's a dangerous game for us.
Tom was fine when it was over 0. Yeah, it doesn't get below 0 here.
Not in Auckland.
No, not
South
Auckland.
Island, yes.
South Island, yes. Probably central parts of the North Island.
Yeah, central
yes.
parts of North Island. Down at Waiouru where the army base is,
Yeah,
definitely.
bloody cold
But I
there.
don't think we even had a frost last year.
I think we might have had 2 slight ones.
Very slight. Doesn't get very cold in Auckland, really.
My son can continue the 2 cents legacy. He may not be interested in it, eh? Be interesting to see. Might grow up a bloody Crusaders fan.
Oh dear.
Man, I was a winger. They played me at lock. I ended up squeezing props. Cojones accidentally. I can say
dear.
balls. Unintentionally during scrum time. Sure, it was unintentionally. Auckland winter's not too cold, just damp. That's true.
Damp, yes,
Very damp.
yes.
Very wet.
Yes. Usually.
South Island would be not good
I
for
think
this.
that's even changed a bit like the last couple of years. We haven't had the rain that we usually get.
True.
Mrs. 2 cents would not be good in the cold winter of the South Island, New Zealand.
No, she would not.
Did I get tickets for the Bleeders Club?
He's good to
Yeah,
start,
so
eh?
do I, isn't he?
Didn't know they were selling those yet. I thought they were only selling the Fiji game so far.
This is anybody's game.
It is. Very much so.
Joseph, yeah, we always play the Bleeders low. That's non-negotiable. Have to. Johan Howes from South Africa. It's going good, man. This game's a tight one. It's tight. It's a
Heaps
bit
of
of
movement.
it's a bit of an arm wrestle.
Certainly is.
Not what the Hurricanes wanted. They wanted a big bonus point win.
They keep giving the ball
Yeah,
away.
the execution of the Hurricanes has been a bit lacking in this second half.
Tackle.
My son plays and I'm still playing. Hopes we can play a couple of matches together. That's true. Owen Farrell did that with his dad, Andy Farrell. They played together.
Did he really?
Yeah, they played together a wee bit. Pre-sale. Oh, okay. I'm a member of that club, but I must have not got the email. I probably blocked it. Got too many emails. Elleran's got his ticket for the Bledisloe game in Perth. Nice. Victoria says, watch up. Goodness knows what's going to happen. Right, we're only at 58
Hopefully
and
it's a
10,
good
so we
watch up.
haven't seen anything yet.
Victoria said watch up, so I said hopefully it's a good watch up.
Yeah.
Hurricanes have got the ball, so let's hope they keep holding it.
Got a line out, so they must have something planned. Oh, they've only just won the bloody thing.
You almost muffed it.
Here goes Lamapi.
He's had a good game.
Reds guys were a bit slow to the breakdown. Geordie.
Oh, Geordie.
Geordie. Oh,
Geordie.
Geordie. No
Oh,
way.
Geordie. Oh.
Back him up, back him up.
Oh. Oh, the Reds knocked it
No,
on.
it's not right.
Coles.
No. So
No, the Reds knocked it on.
what did they? And the grub scored. Dane Coles, your favourite player.
I always used to like him, actually. But I kind of went off him a bit.
I saw that, Victoria. Yeah, you guys are about a minute ahead. I don't know why the Sky app is so slow. Geordie Barrett made that one, man.
He did.
Brought down and then spun wide to your man Coles. Coles scores out on the wing. He looks genuinely happy.
He does.
Look at that man.
He's done a Sean
But it
Fitzpatrick.
wouldn't melt in his
How
mouth.
could you not like a face like that? Look at that. Look at him. He's
Dawn
chuffed.
loves him.
I don't dislike him.
He's
You do
absolutely
dislike
chuffed.
I used to like him more before.
You're hard to please sometimes,
Yeah,
honey.
probably.
I was in a judo comp with my son. He won gold and I was knocked out in the prelims. Not the same age group. Not the same age group. There you go.
Oh, Geordie.
So you're going to get it. Commentator says he's taken the ball back a long way. He always takes it back a long way. If it's too close, he doesn't feel comfortable.
No, missed
No,
that
he's
one.
missed that one.
It remains 22 points to 14.
Oh, they're going to bring Riasi on. I think they need to bring Campbell on at halfback too. Bring another couple of guys on.
Canes are full of scoring hookers. Almore likes to try as well. That is true. Coles has always been so comfortable on the wing. He does like to flirt out on the wing there. Eh? It's a pod thing that they need to have a forward out on the wing. He loves it out there. Good ball playing forward, bit of pace. Why does the New Zealand media not rate Bowden anymore? I don't know. I think, remember that game where he missed all those kicks against South Africa? I think that was the beginning of the end for Bodie at 10, and the public's, or the media's perception anyway. I don't know. Maybe because Mo'unga was playing so well. But, I mean,
Chopping and changing his position.
they kept
too.
chopping and changing his position. That's right.
He'll definitely be in the All Blacks. I'll tell you that right now.
The dude's 2 times player of the year at 10, but they
right.
just
But
kept
they
shifting
keep
him
playing him
around.
Fullback, don't
He'll,
they?
he'll definitely be in the squad.
Yeah.
There's no way Foster will leave him out.
Yeah. Game clock is at 61:41 on my end. New Zealand sports media sucks, April 2. Generally, yes. Generally, it's pretty bad.
And media in general has a lot to.
Your son used to be in the media.
I know it's changed since he left.
Is it? I remember he went to the Herald and he didn't like it.
No.
Because they were all
No.
about sensationalism.
That's right. That's right. He spent sort of most of one day at the court for some sensational thing, which didn't impress him at all.
Really? He canned it, didn't he?
He did, yeah, he didn't like it.
Just like he can the council.
Well, if it was a deliberate knockdown, they should have been yellow carded because that's what they're supposed to do.
Who was that?
I think it was the hooker. Green and Harango and Moser.
Is Gazza a Murray Deaker fan? Didn't he cut you off?
He used to be, but then he took a dislike to me because I rang him too much, so he cut me off and banned me from the radio. ZB.
Did he actually ban you?
Yeah. Told me not to ring him back, even though I've read his book.
There you go. So Murray Deaker is a former sports talkback radio host over here on our one of our biggest stations. He had probably the biggest radio talkback show for sports. So yeah, there you go.
Go, Geordie. Whoa.
Well, Marpe's going to get a second.
Oh, he missed that.
Oh, but hasn't Hegarty knocked it?
Yeah, I think he did.
You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to knock it backwards on purpose. He was your headmaster. Was he a school? Was he an educator? Was he Murray Deaker?
Was he really?
Yeah.
Has he knocked it dead? If he's knocked it dead, he's in deep trouble. Is he trying to force it? Oh, he slapped it, eh?
He slapped it, yeah.
That's what the league players do.
Yeah, they're allowed to do
They're
that.
allowed to do it, we're not.
I love that story. Gazza got banned. I wonder how many other things Gazza's got banned from. I did know about that one. I did know about that one.
Yeah, I think that could be yellow
Oh,
card.
that's got to be yellow, surely. That seems like a slapping motion.
Well, they're saying he tried to force it.
To force it?
Nah. That's
I
a
mean,
knock-
maybe. But it doesn't look good from that angle.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, make
Let's
this
have a
the
look.
last
Let's
one.
have a
They
look.
actually need to make the decision, don't they?
I don't know. I don't think he's trying to hit it dead. He's probably is trying to bring his hand down, right? But it just catches it so it looks like a whack.
Oh.
He's going to go yellow card and penalty try. Wow.
Oh, that's... Gee, I don't know.
I don't know. That's conclusively
I
cynical.
don't know.
Man.
He's got a yellow card.
Yeah,
It's harsh. Well, it's the way. It's the law.
I don't know.
His hand seems to be going down, but it just catches the ball at the
Yeah.
wrong moment for mine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's what they said. He deliberately knocked it back. It probably was partially knocked back deliberately. I think that might have sunk the Reds.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
all right.
Shut up, Justin. You're a great All Black halfback, but you're not a great commentator.
Starlio's going to take it. 29-14. Why the need for the penalty try? Yeah, can you guarantee that the Canes guy would have scored it in that situation? Probably not, right?
Can't.
Tough call.
I think it's a very tough call.
It's given them a 15-point lead now.
Alan
This guy's played all right too.
Alan says it's not harsh.
I think it's a bit harsh.
Yeah, I don't know that you can guarantee that the Canes guy scores if he's not there, right? So, I don't know. Should have been one or the other or not both, Ian. Yeah, pretty much. I think so. Considering how many handling errors the Canes have had, I'm surprised the Canes are leading by as much. Daramundi, yeah, their handling's been shocking. Commentators are terrible all over the world, says Alan. Yeah, that just seems to be a thing. I'm sure there's some good ones. I've done a video on it.
Oh God.
It's a knock on. It's knocked on. Oh, that looked like a forward pass. That looked like a forward
he's
pass
called it.
anyway.
He's called it.
Before the knock, that's after the knock on.
Yeah.
How do we know would have grounded it? Yeah, that's probably the... anyway. It's just a bit deflating. Takes the game out. I mean, it's good for the Canes. They need to get a bonus point, so there's still that to play for.
McDermott's had a good game. He's a good halfback, that guy. That Fijian guy's not bad, is he? The Fijian halfback for the Reds, he's quite good.
Sarovi.
Yep. But that's sort of taken the game away from them now. Actually, they're not a bad team, that Reds team. They're quite good.
Done really
They've
well.
played well. They've had a couple of yellow cards, and the Hurricanes have had one. So it's just the letter of the law what the referees have been told to do now.
They haven't tried to give you a ticket for the fourth game.
No, they haven't. Rotten.
No, dirty rotten. Yeah, they've sold a few more tickets this week.
Maybe. Kiwi commentators are less biased than French ones. I wouldn't know. Ambrose and Caleb are both big Grant Nisbet fans.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, Grant Nisbet, he's been a rugby commentator for a while. He's okay.
Around for a while.
How do you guys pronounce the surname M-O-O-R-E?
M-O-O-R-E.
Yeah.
Moore.
Moore.
Yeah.
Moore, yeah.
Yeah, like Stephen Moore.
Yeah.
And Mike Moore.
Right.
How else do you pronounce it?
Well, Nisbo pronounce it Moore.
Moore.
But apparently some guys in like Ireland and the UK said, no, that's how we would say it.
Okay.
But I'm like, well, Nisbo's a bloody Kiwi. Why is he saying Moore? That one used to drive me up the wall. When Stephen Moore used to play,
With me too.
he would be like, Moore, Moore. And I'm like, who the is Moore? Anyway.
Okay, I can't say I noticed that.
I don't know. Once I picked up on it, I couldn't not
Yeah, you can't
focus
hear
on it, which, yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Wilson's cementing his Wallaby spot. Harry Wilson's been good. He's been getting better this season, actually. I thought he started the season a little bit quiet, but he's actually getting even better. Valtini's looking pretty good for the Wallabies, though, as well. Grant Nisbet says Hurricanes instead of Hurricanes. I wouldn't. I don't actually. I think I say Hurricanes. I don't think I say Hurricanes. But Hurricanes, I can picture Kiwis saying. Don't know. Theft's got to go do some work. All right, man. Take care. Shadow says, not watching the game. Is there any chance of a Reds comeback? It's not looking likely at the moment. 10 minutes to go. The Canes are down the Reds' end, and the Reds have got a man in the bin for the next 5 minutes.
Scott.
Richard said Nisbo's pronunciation is not great in general, especially Māori and Pacifica names. Ben says, what a great night. Are you being facetious?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy that the 5th NZ team is about to run up a score against the AU best team. We are blessed with depth in New Zealand.
Except
Yeah.
second 5.
Absolutely. Okay. I just thought I would check. Victoria says, watch up in a minute. Okay, so something must be going to happen. Probably from this line out. Craig has also told us to watch up. It is Canes, right? Yeah, I would have thought so too, April. Canes. Hurricanes. The Canes.
Hurricanes.
Line out move. It's Maul time. Colsey wants a double. He does say Hurricanes. April 2, I'm never going to be able to unhear that now.
He scored it.
I'm never going to be able to unhear that. Devin Flanders.
Oh, Devin Flanders from Hawke's Bay.
Because you can't just say the Kins, right? You'd have to say the Canes. Marshall, I think, just said Hurricanes as well. That's definitely the game, naked ref. Definitely the game. That's the bonus point as well, isn't it? Or do they still need one more?
I think the 3 hit.
Yeah, that's the bonus point. They need to hold it now.
Yeah.
36-14. Ian Smith, even though he kind of drives me up the wall, he says Hurricanes.
Yes.
Maybe it's a Southland thing. Is Nisbo from like Gore or something?
I don't know where he's from.
Because Marshy's from Southland.
He's from Matura.
Matilda, yeah.
Matura. Is that near Gore?
Yeah, I stopped by there when I was driving with that impromptu lockdown.
Yeah.
Bottom place, Canes beating the top place Reds. Embarrassing, isn't it? The Reds have been a mixed bag, man. They got bloody hiding by the Crusaders. The Blues didn't beat them by much. They beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs made the New Zealand final, so I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, they beat a 14-man Chiefs team, though, with Tia getting the yellow card and McKenzie the red card. Actually, they played well against the Blues.
How blatant can the officials be? Just Jero, yeah. Oh no. It's lost a bit, hadn't it? First half was good, really nice and close, tight game. Matoto's near Gore. Yeah, I drove through Matoto and went to the rugby club and impersonated Justin Marshall on my own while I was there because I was being a fool.
Was there anybody there?
Nah, there was nobody there. Canes might be at the bottom, but they are better than their record, much like the Chiefs last year. Hopefully that proves to be true, yes. Blues taking it home, says Roman Soldiers. I'll drink to that, man. Reds might not have won today, but they have a nice shirt, says Flishin. They've gone with the hoops today. Yeah, Wilson's into touch. Coles drags them in. Hurricanes need the Blues and Crusaders and Highlanders to all lose. And they could stay on top spot.
I don't think that will happen.
Yeah. The Hurricanes need 2 of them to lose and they can make the final. 3 of them to lose and they can go as the top seed. It does seem unlikely.
At least I hope it's unlikely.
Yeah. We're going to miss you, Nani. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it'd be nice if they subbed him with like a minute to go, then he gets a standing ovation on his own. Or is he going off now? He is going off now. There you go. That's nice. You got to sub him because then he gets his moment.
Yes, yeah.
Can't believe the camera's not focusing on him, to be honest.
On him, yeah.
But I guess the game's still going on. Mark, this is Spates, which is a kind of stock standard, cheapish beer over here in New Zealand with trivia questions under every cap. There's only 10 seconds left on the yellow card, which is the good news for the Reds. Roman soldiers can't wait for the international games. You and me both, man.
Here goes Proctor. He's fast.
Go.
You and me both. July is going to be huge. I think Japan's playing this weekend against the Sunwolves. But I don't think it's been shown here in New Zealand, which is pretty disappointing.
Oh, no. That's good take.
Another Trans-Tasman game where the scoreline's blowing up at the end, Lewis. Yeah, pretty much. Wes Hullison could be an AB this year.
He's good enough, but probably not.
Yeah. I can't see them picking him.
He's a good winger,
But
though.
he's definitely a bloody good winger, yeah, for sure. No more points, please. Alrana's bang on the margin
Oh,
for our predictions game. Score a good reflection of the game, Simon?
not really.
I don't think so. I think the Reds were better value for their first half than what they showed on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I think the Canes haven't played as well as.
No, they've had some bad hands, and the Reds were, anyway. Craig says, watch up. So does Victoria. So does Junaid. So something's about to happen.
Yeah.
It's maul time. It's going to be another try. It's going to be 40 points, I would say, unless the Reds can get an intercept. But from a maul, it don't look unlikely. Here she goes. Coles wants two.
He does.
He's
He's going
go-
to get two.
Yeah, he's got it.
Jason Holland. Jason Holland.
Yeah, someone mentioned the floodgates opening. I think that's it, yeah.
It certainly doesn't reflect the game, does it?
Have you enjoyed the Aussie beatdown? Have they mentally just packed it in, Richard? I mean, I always want closer games, man. Apart from when my team is playing and I want them to just make it a blowout so I can sit here with low blood pressure. Yeah, I want to watch close games, and there's not been enough. I thought last week was my favourite week of the season, this Trans-Tasman short season, because most of the games were pretty competitive, eh? So
So you got 2 tries today? Yes.
yeah. Fantastic Moore is right. Dane Cole's obviously heard Mrs. Gazza calling him a dirty player. I think you're Mrs. Gazza now.
This is together, okay.
Scoreline is kind of sad, says Hanjo. That's pretty much it. 43 points.
He's
To
been very
14.
clean tonight.
Hey. 43-14. What a blowout in the second half.
Brad Thorne won't be happy.
He will not.
No, you can't blame him.
That being
Come on,
said,
Dolman, hurry up.
Brad Thorne's not the kind of guy that you would look at and ever really describe him as that happy.
No, true.
Tomorrow's games, I would like to stream the Blues one, but if we choke, I don't like the idea of my reaction being on camera for that, to be honest. But I would like to do the Blues game because I think that'd be
They're not going to choke.
potentially a good one to do.
Oh, they knocked it on.
Yeah, your liver's doing alright, JP, actually. Bertie, man, good evening. We've got 2 minutes left in this game. Prediction on the Brumbies Highlanders. I think I might have picked the Highlanders, but by the narrowest of
Yeah,
margins.
so I.
It seems unlikely they go and get a bonus point win in Canberra, but man, you never know. They just need to run it. Yeah, basically. Lamup is just soaking in the last few minutes of being at a Hurricanes game.
I think he's going to France in the next couple of weeks.
Landers by 20, says Alaran. There you go.
Oh, no. Come on, man. The Brumbies are the best rugby team in Australia because they play a New Zealand style game. And at home, they are very tough to beat.
Have you
I think the Highlanders can beat them, but I don't know about a bonus point.
Have you ever slept with your Blues jersey on? I don't think so. Hopefully the Reds can be more competitive in the next couple of seasons. They're my favourite team out of the Australian team from Scotland, Alan.
Maybe.
I think overall the Reds team is still pretty young. A lot of the Aussie teams are quite young. Force team is the oldest. They've recruited a few veterans, but yeah, the majority of the Aussie teams seem to have a fair few young fellas. Big calls have gone against the Reds tonight, says Randy. Yeah, I don't think it's cost the Reds the game, but it's made the scoreline blow out.
Yeah.
But
Inflated it.
Someone said earlier about the yellow card changing the momentum. When Dalguna got that one when he was offside at the breakdown. So...
Well, overall, this has been a pretty good campaign for the Hurricanes. Because they've won 4 out of 5.
Are you watching the World Test Championship? Nah, Ramesh, man, I haven't watched cricket for a long time. We're talking years. I did used to play cricket a long time ago, but no, I haven't watched any cricket for some time.
I played a lot of cricket at school.
I don't think Judy would be happy you started watching cricket as well.
Probably not.
And I was pretty bad.
I actually told her I think I need to watch more rugby, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
The Scotland squad got named the other day, and I have, there's so many guys. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Right.
They just named so many uncapped guys, and because I have,
Well, 8 of them are in the Lions.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know. I haven't been watching enough of Edinburgh and Glasgow to really get a feeling. Like some of these guys, think, oh, this guy plays pretty regular for Glasgow.
Yeah.
I just haven't been watching, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, you know what to do.
I know. Lomax deserved the red card. Yeah, maybe, eh? Lamape finishes with a win.
Well, better head home.
You better head, yeah.
Well, they finished with a bang.
Finished with a bang, yeah. Nice for Lamape to get a try. That's probably the thing I'm happiest about in this game, but yeah. First half was pretty good.
Shame about all the yellow cards, though.
Yeah. All right, folks.
If they hadn't had those 2 yellow cards, I think it would have been a bit closer.
It would have been.
Now, when are we going to do next stream? Because Super Rugby's done.
Oh, no.
I'll work something out.
When's the final?
Oh, the final, well, if it's in Auckland, they'll probably go into it,
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
I can't not go to a final. When was the last
No,
time we had a
that's
final?
true. That's true, yes.
So,
Well, yes.
He's already told you that misses 2
Yes,
cents.
I know. I forgot that, though. When was the last time we did win a final? Or even play in a final?
long time ago.
Yes.
2003, I think.
Wow. Okay.
But it'll be a while. Our internationals will all be on Saturdays, so
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to work something out. All right, folks. Take care of yourselves. Alaran, JP, Ellen, April Tui.
Cheers, guys.
Everybody
Stay
else
safe.
who has been along. Charlotte was in for a while. Giro's here. Nice food. Schlanger. Nice and sleazy. Everybody. Caleb. Yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Flesh it. See you guys again for another one at some point too. Take care. Bye bye. It helps if you push end broadcast, otherwise it doesn't end. This time. See you guys.